Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we will be comparing the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and the new e.l.f. what is it called? Flawless Brightening Concealer. So e.l.f. Has been hitting it with their camo concealer. I feel like maybe that's why they didn't come out with so many shades in the new Flawless Concealer, because and they didn't like hype it up as much as the camo because they probably felt like it would never meet the standard, which is stupid because well, you'll see. If you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. All right, so first things first, I did just apply a very light coverage foundation. I felt like I really wanted the concealers to, I don't know, I wanted to just be able to see the concealers with still having a foundation on, you know? So, yes, first we have the e.l.f. Halo, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It has a satin finish and I have the shade medium beige. I'm just gonna dab a little bit on here. I don't have the regular camo concealer. I did a video comparing the Hydrating Camo and the regular camo a while back. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. It was a while ago, but that one's just too drying for me. This one is a little bit more hydrating. It does have a little less coverage than the original camo, but it's more hydrating. So I would rather this than that one. I'm just gonna blend this out. Yeah, you guys can see how much coverage it has. I'll put it over my eyelid as well. Boom, you can see everything erased. I'll hit it on my nose too for now. The difference here, there's no concealer here is obscene. It's a very light shade for me. In real life it's not as brightening as it is on camera, but you can see it covered literally everything, so it's a pretty hefty medium coverage concealer. So then I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. It doesn't say anything. I believe it's supposed to just be like a light coverage concealer, if it's supposed to even be like a concealer at all. Let's look up some stuff because I don't know anything about these concealers. I'm clicking for a while. Okay, there we go. You can see the product come up. I don't know how, I like this applicator for now because it's unique to my collection. I just don't know how convenient it is because like it took a while to get this up, and once like you can get it up, but now the brush is like kind of disgusting. So I'm putting a bit on there, you know. And then we're just gonna take the other side of the sponge and, oh yes. Okay, instantly I can tell you which one I like better. So you can see it's very like honestly, okay, this one looks a little bit heavier on my face. This one looks a little bit lighter, but the coverage doesn't look too different. You can see a little bit more purple under here. I don't normally have too many bags. Today's a bad day, but you can see this one looks a little bit darker underneath the eyes here, but I feel like because it's such a brightening concealer, I'm gonna add a little bit more because there's more on this thing, this brush thing. As far as a brightening concealer goes, it kind of is there so that it brightens up the darkness under the eyes. So you don't need a full coverage if it's super brightening. And so I really like that. I think it looks really nice. It was really easy to blend out. I love it. I think I'm in love because honestly, the coverage doesn't look different. It looks like a very similar coverage. Are you guys seeing this? Does this one look a little bit darker under here? I did add more on this side, so maybe if I add a little bit more on this side. Wow, I thought this was gonna be super light coverage. It's literally just not. So I'm enjoying this a lot. I know there's not a lot of shades on this, which sucks. All right, let's look it up. Wow, it's holding up really nicely. Wow, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, 10 out of 10. All right, so let's go to the new one real quick. So this concealer is the Flawless Brightening Concealer, like I mentioned, this eye over here. It's $5. There are not very many shades. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades, 12 shades. I feel like the thing with a brightening concealer like this is that it doesn't necessarily need to be a perfect shade because it's meant to brighten. So you can mix it in with your regular concealer, anything like that. I know the shades suck, but I personally don't think it's that awful. You know, to each their own. So it says a lightweight, flawless brightening concealer infused with key ingredients to conceal uneven skin tones and under eye shadows. Literally, it did that. It, wow, took my eye to a whole new level. Yep, it keeps the eye area looking fresh. Buildable formula. I feel like it did build up when I tried it. Perfect for travel. It's a nice size, a nice thing. I don't mind the packaging as much as I thought I would. It is a little bit annoying because like I feel like right now I could just draw it on and some might come out. Yeah, which means that there's stuff chilling in there, but I guess it's the same thing as like a doe foot or something like that. So it's not that, it's just new. It's not bad or anything like that. I personally think there's hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, which I feel like I can tell because it's so brightening. Like what else would that be in there, you know? Conceals uneven skin tones, creates a flawless complexion. Hyaluronic acid, blah, blah, blah. I feel like, okay, they didn't put a coverage. They didn't put like what kind of coverage it is, but they just put buildable brightening concealer. So I guess it's kind of just like however you feel like it. And, you know, honestly, it just worked out really, really well that this is like my perfect, I love this kind of, what is the word? Coverage, where it's kind of like medium but fresh. And that's what it looks like, and I'm obsessed. I feel like, again, you can see, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera that this one just looks heavier on my skin. You can see a little bit more like texture and stuff. This one looks really light and fresh. Can you guys tell? Is it just me? People with drier under eyes might like the e.l.f., the hydrating one, a little bit better because it is a little bit more dry because it's a little bit thicker, you know? I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but there's personal preference there. All right, let's go to the Hydrating Camo, which is $6. There's a lot more shades, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22. There's like 2 times the shades, so there's a lot more shades in this. Let me see. So this, just straight off the bat says it's full coverage, which a lot of people have disagreed that it's not full coverage. It's more of a medium coverage just because it's hydrating and kind of blends out a little bit easier. So it's a little bit more medium to full coverage. For normal to dry skin, which is accurate, you know, satin finish, which looks really nice. What is the thing? Okay, that's it. Our new it's under eye circles and with this high coverage hydrating long wear concealer. I feel like this one is really light hydrating concealer. I just feel like it's a little too heavy for my personal preference, which is why I don't use it a lot. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup. For powder, I'm definitely gonna use my e.l.f. Halo Glow because I have a little bit left, and I feel like that will be best for comparing the under eyes and stuff like that because I know how this powder wears a lot. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so first of all, as I applied like the powder and stuff, they both applied really, really nicely, but I don't know if you guys can tell, this eye looks just drier, and this eye looks super hydrated. They're both creasy a little bit. I always deal with that, so it's not super crazy. I also noticed that this side has a little bit more coverage. Right under there, it looks a little bit darker on this side. Again, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but you know, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I feel like this one is just, you know, for me, my dry skin, my preference to a very hydrated skin-like finish and like medium coverage, this side is just better for me. If you like any of the concealers that I like, the Kokie Be Bright, the Rare Beauty concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Creamy Concealer, any of those concealers, this side is going to be the better option for you. This side's a little bit heavy for something that's not super full, not a lot of coverage, and it just looks a little bit cakey. So I think, you know, if you can find your shade in this one, definitely go for it. I feel like e.l.f. is a little bit, they're just annoying because like they have the money. I know they definitely have the money to pull out more shades. So I feel like if people show more interest, maybe then they'll be like, fine, like let's put out more shades or something like that. Because this is a really great concealer and I really, really like it so far. So, yeah, guys. these cars are going ham. All right, so the quote for today is, this is a weird one, but it's in like, someone wrote this and I really liked it. So it says, negativity distracts me from my goals, so I simply don't entertain it. I occasionally laugh at it as well. And it's just so true for all of us, you know. Negativity is the distraction that, you know, we all like try to avoid, but we complain and whine and stuff, and that's distracting us from our goals. And so it's important to not even like entertain even a little bit of negativity. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.